So to start flat ironing, I'm just going to start this process all over and basically just take a very tiny section at the back of my head, and everything else goes up into a ponytail, nice and detangled, to wait for its turn. And this time I'm actually going to use a clip, which makes it a lot quicker and faster and easier to go through this section. Alrighty, turning on my flat iron, and this heats up pretty fast, so I don't let it stay on and get hot because I don't need it overheating and burning my hair. 2 beeps for when it's ready. Okay, alright, now that'll take a moment. So there it goes. And what I like to do is take the section that I'm about to flat iron, make sure it's perfectly smooth and detangled, and grab my flat iron, and I like to just hit the roots with a quick squeeze of heat. So from there, I like to stick my comb in from the roots and slowly and smoothly go down the hair shaft. And what that does, when you take your time using the heat, it makes it smooth enough that you only have to go over it 1 time, versus trying to rush and pass fast, and then you need to do like 2 or 3 passes to feel like your hair is straight. And again, just grabbing the section of hair next to it. I think I'm just going to take this middle section. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Hit the root. 1, 2. Comb. And flat iron. So you don't want to move too slow that you're burning a section of your hair, but you want to move fast enough that you're letting the heat hit it and not overdoing it. 1, 2, comb in, and flat iron. Again, another small section. If you have really fine hair like mine, you'll realize your sections don't have to be that small. Just small enough to make sure that you're getting a nice even flat iron through the hair and the roots. If you have really thick hair, you might need to take sections that are a bit smaller so that you're not just flat ironing the outside of the hair and whatever's inside that little chunk stays kind of curly. You won't want that, because then it won't be nice and consistently straight overall. Unless, of course, you're not trying to get super straight hair, then a lot of this probably won't really pertain to you. Okay, yes, it's still me. I just decided to change my shirt because I figured it was a little too much black on black on black when my shirt was black. Anyway, so you guys can see a little better of what's going on. So, as you can see, I'm kind of like almost done. And I just have this top section left up here. So I'm just going to continue. And one thing I wanted to point out, as you ladies can see, my hair is already bumped as I'm doing it. A lot of women, I noticed, they'll flat iron their hair straight and then later go back in with the bumper. You can do that in 1 shot. Here you go. Take your section. I'm going to take one more from this section going back. Alrighty. Get the rest of the hair out of your way. And malfunctions, malfunctions. Alrighty. So, flat ironing and bumping at the same time. I'm just going to continue hitting the root a little. Okay, it's a little root hit. And in order to get the hair bumped and flat ironed at the same time, you're just going to curve your flat iron while you flat iron. So I'm putting it in straight. Now I'm curving it. I hope you guys can see that that's curved, 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 go down. And look, the hair falls already bumped. You don't have to go back in and touch it with heat again. So now, the way I'm flat ironing my hair in the front is a good technique for all you ladies who like your hair feathered. Alrighty, And what you want to do is, after you hit your root, of course, pow, 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 you want to take your comb, stick it in there, and then now you want to do an extreme bend and just bring it forward and bend. Pow. See how that falls? And of course you can always just comb that later. But that's another trick to a good flat iron is, or a good set, even if you're doing curls, not to touch your full head of curls until after you're done with the whole head, because that allows whatever set you're doing, whether it's straight, whether it's curls, to actually set. And that's what keeps your hair straighter a little longer, your curls lasting a little longer. So if you noticed, after I've flat ironed each section, I have not combed through any of the hair that I flat ironed yet. I will not be doing that until the end, and I might not even comb through it because that might take out a lot of the bump that I just put in it. And again, forward and bent. Pow. See, it's starting to feather. Okay, we're almost done. And I am going to keep going in the way that I want my hair to go as a bang until I get to about where I want my part to be. And I probably want my part to be about here. So I'm going to go ahead and part that out. I like the diagonal, so I'm rocking with the diagonal part. And because I don't feel like this is too big of a chunk, I'm going to go ahead and just flat iron this as one last big piece together. Alrighty. I am done. So, like I was saying about not combing anything until the end, I don't even need to comb. So for those areas in the roots that fell a little funny because of the way that I bent the flat iron, now I'm just going to basically shake them out, and I can leave my little feathering sensation going on right here. Little volume in the roots, and boom, I'm done. So I'm going to give you guys a 360. Great. So I actually was thinking that I would do a little end of year length check for 2012, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Before I do, let me show you how my hair moves with these products. And again, I don't know if you can tell from me doing this video, but I do have really fine, really low density hair. So I would say that my hair does look pretty full, and I'm going to go ahead and shake it and show you how it moves. Ah! Okay. Well, it moves everywhere. And again, because I have really fine hair, it's really light and fluffy, so it doesn't always just fall back down where I'd like it to. But with that being said, I will say now that my hair has grown a little bit more, it does hang a lot better when it's straightened, and I probably actually feel like I can wear it down straightened now. Before, there was a lot of times where I felt like I couldn't because my hair was just too light that it would always just float up and stay up. Either way, time for a quick length check. So